So I'm here in Budapest. I'm at a large train complex, not a station. Well, there is a passenger line over here, but where I am is like a service station, training, painting, everything. But in the middle of it, there's a large shed where it was originally used to service trains. But as engines and locomotives and carriages became obsolete, especially Soviet era stuff, they just stored them there, and it's been largely abandoned. And between weather damage and fire damage, it looks like a scene from a movie. I know where it is. I'm heading there now. There's a train here beside me. I'll show you this. And getting into here, it's a good hour and a half from the city. I got to the outskirts of the walls, and I couldn't find a way in. I'd never break into places or force my way in, you know what I mean? But there was a big gate I was expecting to be open that was closed, so I went up on a bridge and I seen a man walking towards the like an access door, small door, with like a card scan. So I went back down and waited for him to come out. He came out, and he was definitely like alive in the communist era. He was like skinny like that, big moustache, right? Real friendly, but we couldn't communicate. So pidgin English, I was showing him my camera. I said, "Can I?" He said, "Yeah, da." And he just scanned me in, and that was it. So fair play to him. I wouldn't have gone in here otherwise. Well, I don't think I would. Can you hear the trains actually? Listen. You can definitely hear that. But when I went in, I seen you had to scan to open the door as well, so I don't know how I'm actually going to get out, but that's a problem for later. So here we are here. So down this way and over here is that shed. So I'm going to head towards that, hope I get in. And like I said, there are people here, so I have to be a little bit careful. We have a look, right? Sure, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Okay. I think that's for connecting and disconnecting the carriages, isn't it? Which would be here. God, I remember this back in the day. Yeah, so this heat, I believe, is some sort of a burner. Seems like a mad idea to have a burner or a boiler, but I say that's for heating. So let's have a look. That looks very official, look. I'd say this is so there's a rad over there, look. Oh my God, look. I don't know what this is. But you remember when you're on a train and there's the handle saying, pull in case of emergency, but if you pull it and there's no emergency, just for the crack, like you're in big trouble. Oh my God, they'll send you to Alcatraz. And everybody always wants to pull it, so I think this might be. So here's one for the working class heroes. Fuck you, the man. Go up, get up. What are you going to do about it? There's probably an alarm gone off in the police station now. They'll be flying down here. Anyway, look. Do you remember you used to have like semi-private carriages? Remember? There was like 2 benches on either side. Who makes things out of wood anymore, huh? That's solid metal. What the hell is that? Anyway, There's another one over there. Anybody guess what that is? That's heating for under the seats, and that explains the boiler back there. The seat is gone. Watch. There's one for that one. Is that reserved? I think that says reserved. It comes at the end of the line. Try to do a video effect, look. This is something to do with they're affiliated with other railway companies. You can recognise some of them there. That one's fairly obvious. Don't get between the bumpers. 1996. 150. Eve must be year. New Year's Eve. Year, maybe. Okay, I'm going to go and find this this railway shed. Well, I actually know where it is. It's a matter of can I get in. Chat to you soon. Now check this out. So it's a oh my god, look at that. This is just fucking mad. It's a service depot for trains. So look. And there's that great smell of, you know, lubrication oil in there. Okay. Up here, there's not really much to show. It's just offices with lots and lots and lots of discarded technical manuals. I presume that's out of date. Okay, you ready? Hold on to your britches. So, I Am Legend, Mad Max, all that stuff, post-apocalypse. Here we go, you ready? This is the actual shed that housed all the trains. Now I have to be careful because there is actually an active area here. So I'm gonna go fairly quickly over this way. I'll be back in a sec. I hope that noise isn't for me. Jay sounds very close. Okay, it's going away, that's good. I was joking and then it got louder and louder and I felt like it was outside. I thought, oh fuck. Anyway. Yeah, look at this. The trains. I love the way nature is slowly taking this place back. It's like a painting. I've seen pictures of this place before and it looks to me like a lot of the trains are gone, especially the engines. There was an engine here. It's called the Red Star engine, and during World War II, Hungary was for a time allied with the Nazis, with the Third Reich, and this train was from that era. So there's a lot of speculation as to was this train used to transport Jews to Germany. But we'll have a look, see if we can find it. I can't find the Red Star locomotive. I had heard that was actually moved because it was controversial, which it is, in fairness, but you never know. Let's have a look in here. Have a look. I just want to watch the floors. The old carriages, the old. The seats are torn asunder. These are like luxury ones. I don't look very luxury now, but they actually have headrests, and this is the communist era. Yeah, I mean, you were smoking if you had headrests. Can't tell you how happy I am to get it in here. The wooden ones have completely disintegrated. There's evidence of fire here as well. I'm still holding out hope. You know what's nice about these places? Listen. When I stop moving and stop fucking blathering on, it's not a sound. Not even birds. A bird flew over without making a sound. That's a bit weird. So I was hoping to find a Red Star train, and this is the perfect end to my adventure. On the way out past functioning offices and all that, I found it. It's after being moved to like a position of display, but it's a very fucking shabby display. It's all overgrown, but I can't believe I found it. Now this has possibly an extremely dark past. This was, they say, used to transport Jews to Germany in the cattle trucks. So it is what it is, I suppose. But I'm very happy to find that. It's a perfect end. I'll show you. So here's the back. This would be full of coal, and you would shovel the coal, pour it into here, pull these. This would close these doors. I know nothing about trains, it's just obvious, you know what I mean? And I've seen loads of westerns. So this fire would be burning. Above this is the water tank. That will make steam. And the steam and pressure is controlled by this absolute matrix style selection of gauges. It always looked like a shit job in the movies. The only thing that was good about it is you could... Oh, it's not here. But anyway. Choo-choo! Right, let's have a look. Getting up here is fucking precarious. These stairs have seen better days, and the last two stairs are two rotten pallets. Here's somebody coming now. The forklift behind me, look. They don't give a shit, I don't think. They're not paid enough to give a shit. Look at this for a monster. Look at this. Now, when that story about World War II, I was thinking, this looks too old. You know, this looks like ancient. But when you think about it, World War II ended in 1945. So that would be 55, 65, 75, 81 years ago. So 81 years? Yeah, it's possible this was used. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the famous Red Star. Okay, that's the end of my adventure today. I just have to get out of here and get back now. I did get a little trophy. A book I found in one of the offices. I can't read it. Well, how cool is that? I'm actually saving it because it would just be destroyed otherwise. Anyway, adios amigos, till next time. Just a little postscript. As I was leaving the Red Star, I was looking fairly closely at it, and I found a manufacturing date of 1940, which means that it was actually built during the war and operated during the war. So make of that what you will. But a good day out, and thanks for your patience, and if you made it this far, you deserve a fucking medal. Take it easy.